benefited society, and the hedge funders fucking hated it. But your government came together to make sure we were punished for it. Not the people that were manipulating the market. Companies like Citadel told Robinhood to stop processing buys on these stocks. And in fact, they made us sell our stocks. The system sold our stocks for us. That's market manipulation. And there's a massive lawsuit right now against Robinhood and several other day trading organizations. That's where I became a libertarian. And I abandoned all parties. All parties. Because I realized that it's all a fucking show.
It is all a show, even the stock market's a show.
Yeah.
Because I invested into Bitcoin when it first started out, just as like a funny joke with me and my buddy. And I don't even know what it looks like now, because I don't know how to check any of it.
Bro, you could be fucking sitting good right now and you wouldn't even know it.
I'm not really interested in it.
The veil is being pulled off of the corporate media. And it is a huge awakening. People are beginning to think for themselves. But the fact that the CIA can literally tell you that there are higher dimensions and that like astral projection's real and our government uses it against us. I have tried to visit Area 51. You cannot get in. I don't mean physically, I mean astral projection. You cannot get in. I have been attacked by shit that I don't understand. I have been teleported somewhere else where I don't know where the fuck I am. You cannot get into things like the Vatican. You cannot get into things like Area 51, even in a different realm. You can't do it. I've been to a lot of places. Take a look at a place called Isle of the Blessed. You can look into that, Google it, check it out. It's not even of this world. But it's a place that you can go if you know how to astral project. What's up, Squishy?
Can we stop talking political?
I'm gonna check that out. You should. I'll actually, I'm gonna send you a link to a video that absolutely changed my life. I definitely recommend checking it out.
I'll grab your mic, bud.
What did you miss? We're talking about spirituality, how people are waking up that their reality is basically falsely created for them. From the day of inception, they have been indoctrinated to believe that this is how things are supposed to be, this is how history happened, this is how the world is, and it's not at all. Everything's an illusion. Even the knowledge that you've obtained from school, that you've learned how wars have been fought, how wars have been won, what happened in those wars, what's transpired. And the greatest example of that is IBM's involvement with World War II in providing original computers, which were basically giant counting machines, to Nazi Germany and operating their business out of New York in the United States. That's right, we stormed the beaches of Normandy whilst IBM sat in New York, helping the Germans. In order for me to get you my sources, you better have a VPN, you better use a foreign search engine, because you will not find it on Google. You will not find it on Yahoo or Bing. You have to dig very deep. And just remember, as you're digging and learning and relearning, you don't come back the same person. You come back a better version of you. So there's a difference between oversimplification and purposeful suppression of information. Talk about our 20-year war in the Middle East, about the fact that bin Laden was trained by CIA. We in order to talk about that, we need to go back further. We would have to talk about Desert Storm. Now, hear me out. This is purely an opinion piece, okay? What I'm about to say is solely my opinion. There is no backing as far as articles or sources. But listen, do you remember when the rise of the opiate epidemic began? And what companies got rich? Now, look at that. That was during the time period, the early 2000s, was the rise of Vicodin and other opiate substances. In Afghanistan and Iraq, one of their largest stocks that they grow is aerial poppy. And the flax is what's used to make opiates. Now, the same company that made OxyContin also patented Narcan. So they gave the poison and gave the cure. They sold both, which they were sued for. So between the oil and the aerial poppy, what was our real reason for being there? And this is what I mean by questioning everything. Like, when you say things like this, you seem crazy. But is it really crazy to be open-minded? The fact that all of a sudden Afghanistan is coming out and saying, hey, this guy had nothing to do with 9/11. And hey, all these people that are just like farmers and like have been a part of their country forever have no idea what 9/11 is. They have no idea what 9/11 is. You'd think that such a dangerous group of people would be flaunting the fact that they attacked one of the strongest nations on this earth.
I think that very few people actually know what happened.
I don't think we ever will know.
There's such like a misdirection. I hate to say it because it was a tragedy, but on a brighter subject though, might be sending you a sample tonight of first release.
Okay.
Waiting on confirmation, so.
Sick. Yeah, and there's CIA docs that admit that they trained bin Laden. Or made up. What's up, Maddie?
Yeah.
Basically what happens is the government does something atrocious, it's sealed, and it's hidden from the public, and then 10-15 years it's released. Look at the Tuskegee experiments, look at the St. Louis experiments, MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird. Yes, they were trained and equipped to fight the Russians, that's correct. Yep, that's correct. Yeah. I think the most important thing that we can do is become our own teachers, become our own spiritual guides. To stop getting so caught up here, because everything around you is a distraction. Think about it. Just think about it. I mean, day before 9/11, 9/10, they announced that they were going to be investigating the Pentagon losing like $2.3 trillion. Just poof, gone.